Today, I would like to talk about the do's and don'ts of social networking for professionals. Firstly, we consider the do's. First one, do use private settings on all your profiles. Good privacy settings help ensure that you have control over who you friend. Not sharing the password, setting your profile to private, and not accepting friend requests from random people are good standard practices. Secondly, do use social networking tools to promote a professional brand for yourself. In order to promote a professional brand for yourself, you need to consider few points. Therefore, I would like to pose few questions, and upon that you can update your profile. Like for example, list out few unique and marketable characteristics about you. Or what is most unique and marketable about you? What are you working on that other clients or professionals would be interested in? What education, training, or experiences are you pursuing to make you a finer Hun professional? What have you recently published, produced, presented on? What prominent professional events will you be attending, such as conferences, competitions, and so on and so forth? Thirdly, do consider your brand carefully. You have an online brand, whether you are aware of it or not. Everything posted about you contributes to your online image. When someone hears your name, what do you want to come to their minds? Ensure that everything in your social network profile reinforces this image. 4. Do contribute to groups or forums relevant to your field of interest. Write a blog or contribute to a listserv or online discussion forum. Sharing expertise builds your brand image as a competent professional. Post information or links valuable to other forum members and provide links to your post on your social networking sites. 5th, do ask for LinkedIn endorsement from clients, employers, and business leaders familiar with you and your work. This will definitely help you to get more clients and boost your business profile. 6th, do check out company Facebook sites for insider information about company culture. Many companies now have Facebook pages that shows a different face of the company than their corporate website does. Even if the communication on these sites is casual, be sure that you're completely professional. You could be under the scrutiny of a corporate recruiter, and make sure your screen name is appropriately professional. And finally, do connect with company recruiters or internship coordinators on LinkedIn. Now let's see some of the don'ts of social networking for professionals. Firstly, don't give employers, clients, or colleagues access to any social networking content that casts an unprofessional shadow on you. What do you do when your co-worker or boss sends you a friend request? With nearly 2.3 billion monthly users on Facebook, at least 1 billion on Instagram, you and those you work with will undoubtedly come across each other at one point or another. If your boss sends you a request, it's safe to ignore it at first. Wait at least a week or two and then add them to LinkedIn. Keep the profile private and restrict access to any content you don't feel comfortable sharing with them. Secondly, don't post any info that is privileged, confidential or could reflect negatively on an employee. Do not disclose or reveal any of the confidential data or agreement of the companies. This will definitely tarnish your private and public image. Thirdly, don't post any inappropriate content, photos, videos, or language. As per Section 66A of the Information Technology Amendment Act 2008, prohibits the sending of offensive messages through a communication device, that is, through an online medium. The type of information this covers are offensive messages that the sender knows to be false but is sent for the purpose of causing annoyance, inconvenience, danger, obstruction, insult, injury, criminal intimidation, hatred. If you are booked under Section 66A, you could face up to 3 years of imprisonment along with a fine. And therefore, please be cautious when you post any content that will go against the Information Technology Amendment Act 2008. Recently, you must have read in the newspaper that India's tech giant Infosys has terminated the services of an employee who wrote an inappropriate post on social networking site Twitter about coronavirus pandemic. The post by the employee was against Infosys Code of Conduct and it's committed to irresponsible social sharing. And therefore, Infosys has a zero tolerance policy towards the act and has accordingly terminated the services of the employee. Number 4. Don't forget that others can see your friends and their content unless you have made your friend list private. Not everyone is a friend. Anyone trying to tarnish your image online can also wreak havoc on your career. In 2011, 32-year-old Mumbai resident Neeraj Kumar accepted a Facebook friend request from one Meera Kumari. Soon, the two became good friends and chatted online regularly. However, the two never met. In 2013, Kumar stopped communicating with Meera Kumari and got engaged to another girl. In no time, multiple fake profiles of Kumar that Meera Kumari had created popped up online. She had added his friends and posted mock pictures of her and Kumar, which gave the impression that the two were married. Adult content and abuses soon followed on the profiles. Kumar's engagement was called off by his fiance's family and he lost his job as his employer felt he was an embarrassment for the company. Number 5. Don't turn off email notification of tagged photos or videos being posted by others in Facebook. You need to be aware of anything others are posting about you. A photo they think is funny could break your professional brand. When you get a notification of being tagged, check out the item in question and untag yourself if the item could harm your brand. Thank you.